Good morning, good morning. So you're back for part two, huh? Part two of those quick tips. Okay, we'll dive right into it right after this. Hey, good morning, good morning. This is Jan from New York City. I love helping people keep some more of their own hard-earned money. If you missed yesterday's show, I dive right into 7 other quick tips to help you save your sanity somewhat. There you go. Today we're going to talk about specifically saving money. 7 more tips today in this part two of a 14 tip series. There you go. Number one, redesign your meals. Try to always make meals that, let's say, for example, you made a roast chicken on a Monday. Well, what exciting thing can you do with that same roast chicken? You don't necessarily have to have it Tuesday, but another day in the future. What can you do to redesign your meal? Okay, that's important. Keeping your meals a little more exciting. Listen, hey, unless you like it like the same way 10 times in a row, some people do. I have no problem with that sometimes. I can repeat a meal very easily, but that's me. Everybody is different. But that's part of considering the meal planning, okay? And try to stay away from single serving meals. The only time it's really worth it is if you make your own single serving, put it away for the future or on occasion. But a single serving meal, what do I mean by that? Something that you just get one meal out of, that's not necessarily very cost effective. Just saying, just saying. Next, get motivated to save actual cash. I had recently done a video where you see me counting some cash that I have randomly saved in the last few weeks, and you will see me doing it. And in case you have not seen that, I'm going to hook that up into the pinned comment section, pinned post, so you get an opportunity to see it in case you missed it. There you go. So get motivated to save those little increments of cash. You'd be surprised, shocked, and amazed as to how quickly it really adds up. It's unbelievable. Next, reduce going out to eat. Okay, by let's say that you normally go out to eat 8 times a month, on average twice a week. Okay, so you don't want to go into a traumatic situation. Some people can't handle it. Perhaps cut it in half. Instead of going out twice a week for dinner or lunch or breakfast, knock it down to 1 time a week. Gradually wean yourself off. Now, some people prefer to have the bandage ripped off right over them very quickly, very fast. Some people need to gradually dial it back and gradually wind it down. So choose the one that fits you best because at the end of the day, I know you're looking to keep more money or save more money or put it elsewhere on something different. I'm not saying hold on to it in your hands and never, ever part with it. Put it towards some other goal that you have in mind. Always keep your options open. Just saying, just saying. Next, cook things that you actually enjoy eating and your family likes. Like, don't do things for beauty metrics. Oh, your neighbor next door likes to have a certain kind of a meal, and oh, some people make rice and beans. Meantime, their family doesn't necessarily like rice and beans. Some families love rice and beans. Some families just not fond of rice and beans. So whatever it is, work with the parameters of what your family and yourself really like to eat. Because to make something that your family's not even going to eat, where's the savings? There is no savings there. Not at all whatsoever. Just saying, am I right or am I right? Next, if you're going to have a party and your funds are kind of low, but you still want to kind of have a party and you have cooperative friends and neighbors, consider doing a potluck lunch. Hello, Janet. Potluck lunch or a breakfast brunch. A brunch is a nice thing to do, like a Sunday brunch, like 10:30, 10 o'clock, 11, that kind of thing. Oh, that's really nice. And everybody can, bring their favorite things that, brunch kind of foods, you know what they are. So have a gathering that way. That is a very nice way also to celebrate someone's birthday or anniversary, even if it's like not with friends or neighbors, it's just like relatives. Like have just like your relatives over. Sometimes you just maybe want your relatives over. If you have a bunch of relatives over, they could gather around for a potluck lunch or brunch. I had to say it slowly so that I don't trip over my own words. Just saying, whatever it is, that's a great way to keep the cost down. Do it buffet style, nothing fancy schmancy. People could come, they don't have to come over dressed up. They could come their casual clothes, make life easier, make things simple, make things more relaxed. Especially now, spring is here. This is something that you may consider, especially with a lot of the spring special occasions that literally are coming up around the corner. Just saying, these are just thoughts that you can consider. Next, always keep an eyeball on your active pantry. What do you need? What do you want? What do you actually use? Keep an eye on your inventory. This is so important, especially I call this like the prep work, which is the groundwork before you do either your actual in person shopping or online shopping. Get to know really about your own active pantry. I'm learning my lessons this month as I record this. I am so thrilled that I am like on week 3, almost the end of week 3, going into week 4, and still just feeding off of my active pantry, sailing along. Didn't even have to go into my stockpile. This is good to know. And when I do my shopping next month to replenish everything that I use, I do know that I could easily, without even blinking an eyelash, I could easily sail through an entire month of no spending on my active pantry for groceries. Because of what? Well, I kind of did plan for this for a while, but I just wanted to see. Sometimes you have to see it to believe it. And that is precisely what happened in this case. So I was actually happily surprised and amazed. For fun, you may want to consider trying that experiment. Try it for 2 weeks, okay, for a 2 week period, just to see how you would fare along if you did not spend money at the grocery store just for fun, just for the fun of it. Obviously, if you need to get your groceries. I mean, obviously, but it's good to have to take a pulse on your stuff. Very, very important. And finally, if you have not ever to begin a stockpile yet, begin a stockpile. Does not have to be fancy, does not have to be schmancy. Start off slowly, but just get started. Believe it or not, if you start putting away your cans and your dried goods and things of that nature, things that your family uses, I cannot emphasize that enough. If you do it on a gradual but a continuous basis, you'll be shocked and happily amazed and feel so good when you walk by your growing, I call it an ever living and breathing thing because it's always changing. Either you're replenishing it or you're using it. But either way, you put yourself and your family ahead of the game. To me, these are very practical tips that anyone could, and in my honest opinion, really should implement. It's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of effort, and you just have to really want to. You see, that's the trick in life. You have to really want to. But here's something I would love for you to do. Don't forget to do this. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and each other.